Hi all and welcome back to Next Stitch Designs with me, Sylvia. In today's video, I am going to show you how to crochet this beautiful crochet popcorn flower. So for today's popcorn flower, I will be using this double knit Yarnsmith Create yarn, but you can use any yarn you like or prefer, and also the recommended hook size for it. In this yarn I have 100 grams, 290 meters, and it's 100% acrylic. I will be using 4mm hook. You will need a stitch marker, a yarn needle, pair of scissors and a tape measure. First, we are going to start with the magic ring. I also have separated video on my YouTube channel, and I will leave the card in the right top corner so you can check it out. So hold your yarn and like so, wrap it around your two fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one, on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook, and go back under this one here, like so, and pull through the loop you have on your hook. So pull through like so and release, and this is your magic ring prepared. Now this chain of one will not count as your first chain. So we are ready for round one, and we will be placing single crochet inside this magic ring. To do so, you are going to insert your hook, yarn over, bring it up 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through like so, and this is your first single crochet or your very first V, as you can see. So we are going to place a stitch marker like so, and we need altogether 8 single crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more single crochet like so. Now you can close your ring completely, remove the stitch marker from your very first single crochet like so, and we are going to slip stitch. So insert your hook into this very first single crochet like so, your first V, as you can see, yarn over and pull through the loop you had on your hook like so, and this is your slip stitch, and we closed our first round. So to start round 2, we are going to chain 1, 2 and 3, and this chain of 3 will count as your first double crochet. Now we will work 4 more double crochet into this same place where is this chain of 3 coming from. As you can see, this is your first double crochet. As I said, this chain of 3 will count as your first double crochet, so we will add 4 more double crochet into this same place to create our first popcorn stitch. So we will count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we need 4 more double crochet. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, bring it up. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So it's our first double crochet, but it counts as a second one, so we will need to do third one. So yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So we have 1, 2, and 3 double crochet. Now we need 4 and 1 more. So always our popcorn stitch will have 5 double crochet, but only this first one we have chain of 3 and then 4 more double crochet. So as you can see, this is our chain of 3. So on top of this chain of 3 you will insert your hook like so. You will place that loop from your last double crochet on like so, and you are going to pull that loop through your first one like this. Now you will chain 1 to complete your first popcorn stitch, and you will always do it like so. This is your very first popcorn stitch, and we will work popcorn stitch all the way around, so we should have altogether 8 popcorn stitches. So in each stitch, in each of those single crochet from round 1, you will place 1 popcorn stitch. So in this round 2 you will have 8 popcorn stitches. So make sure you will find your next single crochet and you will work your popcorn stitch. So you will place 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. So all 5 double crochet into the same stitch. Now you will count 5 double crochet. As you remember, here we only place 4 because we had chain of 3. So in the second popcorn stitch you will count from your loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and make sure you will insert your hook into your 5th double crochet like so, and again place the loop from your last double crochet like so, place it on your hook and pull through like this, and don't forget to chain 1. You will always chain 1. So now we have 2 popcorn stitches. Now move your popcorn stitch aside a little bit to find the next one. So find the next single crochet and again work 5 double crochet into the same stitch. So I have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Again 5 double crochet. Stretch your loop a little bit and count from the loop down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 5th one. Insert your hook like so, so you have the full stitch front and back loop. So the V, and pull through like this and chain 1 again. And there you go. Now we have 1, 2, and 3 popcorn stitches. So you will work all the way around, and at the end you should have 8 popcorn stitches because you will be working into each of those single crochet. Now I am finishing this round 1 and I should have 8 popcorn stitches. So I have 7 and I will place my last popcorn stitch. So I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochet into that last single crochet stitch. Pull the loop, count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, insert your hook like so, place the loop on your hook and pull through, and don't forget to chain 1. Now I am done with this round 2. So count, and you should have 8 popcorn stitches. Now we are going to close it. As you remember, we started with chain of 3. So on top of that chain of 3, you will slip stitch. If you're having difficulties to slip stitch on top of the chain of 3, you could also slip stitch into that space. So this is your third chain right here. So ideally you could slip stitch there. If not, you can also slip stitch in that space right here. It will look fine as well. So I will try to slip stitch on top of the chain of 3 like so, and we are done with this round 2. Now slip stitch into this very first space like so, and we will always do so. So we will always slip stitch into the first space. Now chain 3, and we are ready for round 3. So for round 3, once you slip stitched and chain 3, we are going to work increases. So we will work 2 popcorn stitches in each of these spaces between our popcorn stitches. So now here you will add 4 more to create your very first popcorn stitch, because this chain of 3 is counting as your first one. So work 4 more double crochet into this very first space, because chain of 3 is counting as your first double crochet. And remember, insert your hook on top of the chain of 3 once you place 4 more double crochet. So just count 1, 2 and 3, and on top insert your hook like so. Place the loop on your hook and pull through like we did for round 1, exactly the same. Chain 1, move that popcorn stitch aside a little bit so you have space to squeeze 1 more popcorn stitch into the same space, because in this round 2 we are working on increases. When I say increase, it means 2 popcorn stitches into the same place or stitch. So we will work 1 more popcorn stitch into the same place. So we need to place 5 double crochet into that space like so, and work our second popcorn stitch exactly the same way as we did in round 2. So count 5 down, place the loop on your hook, pull through and chain 1. So now, as you can see, we have 1 popcorn stitch and the second one. So we have 2 popcorn stitches in this very first space, and we will work like so in every space around. So here, 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 here. So we will do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, all the way around. So I went all the way around and I was placing 2 popcorn stitches in each of those spaces like so. So I have 2 here, 2 here, in this space I have 2, and all the way around I was placing 2 popcorn stitches in each of those spaces for this round 3. So in this round 3 we should have 16 stitches. So again, into this last space I will place 2 popcorn stitches, and because we started with 8 popcorn stitches, each round we will increase by 8 stitches. So work popcorn stitch here, count 5 stitches down, insert your hook, place your loop and pull through like so, and chain 1, and I need 1 more popcorn stitch into the same space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more double crochet to complete this round. So I will close my last popcorn stitch like so, and I will slip stitch again on top of the chain of 3 from the back. So just double check if you have 16 stitches. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16 popcorn stitches, and we are in 1, 2, 3 round 3. So we are going to close this round again, slip stitch on top of the chain of 3 or in that space, whichever way you prefer. I will show you where is that space. So the space is just under the chain of 3, so here. So you could slip stitch there or on top of the chain of 3. It's totally up to you. Slip stitch like so and close this around 3. So now we have 1, 2 and 3 rounds, and you could stop here if you would like to just create a small flower as a brush, or simply if you just want a small flower for something else. It's totally up to you. But in this video I want to teach you how to make this popcorn flower as big as you want for different projects. So maybe you want to create a cushion, maybe you want to create a bag. It's totally up to you. So in this video I want to show you how to make this bag as big as possible. And the basic for this flower is you need to know how to work the circle. So it will be exactly the same principles as when we work on the crochet circle. So for example, in this third round we were working 2 popcorn stitches all the way around in each of those spaces. So for round 4 we will do increase, so it means 2 popcorn stitches in one space, 1 popcorn into the next space. So we will have 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 all the way around. For the round 5 we will have 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, and as we get bigger and bigger for each round you will add 1 more popcorn stitch between your increases. So let's just do the next round so you will understand what I am talking about. Before we do so, you are going to slip stitch into this next space like so, and we are going to chain 3 again. So 1, 2 and 3. So we are ready to start around 4. So again, once we slip stitched and chain 3, this chain of 3 will count as your first double crochet, and we are going to work on the increase first. So we will work into this very first space, and as we already know, our first popcorn stitch will have chain of 3, which counts as double crochet, and then we will add 4 more double crochets. So we will have altogether 5 double crochet for our popcorn stitch. Now find the third chain, 1, 2 and 3, and on top of that chain of 3 you will insert your hook, place the loop on, pull through and chain 1. So we will start with the increase. Increase means 2 popcorn stitches into the same place. So for this round 4 we will start with increase into this very first space So we have one popcorn stitch, and we will work a second popcorn stitch into the same space, like so. And again, close your popcorn stitch, place the loop on, pull through and chain one. But for this round 4, we will do 2. Into the next space we will do only 1. So in this round 4 you will do 2 1 2 1 2 1, like so. So as I have done my increase into the first space, into the second space I will do only 1 popcorn stitch. So close it like so. And now I have 2 into the first space and 1 into the next, and I will continue this pattern all the way around. So find the next space, and in the next space, which is right here, you will work 2 popcorn stitches, so your increase. So you will work like so, 2 1 2 1 2 1 all the way around for this round 4. Into the next one, 2 2 1 2 1, like so. Just make sure you work into those spaces. 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 all the way around. So let's just work few more. So I have 2 1 into the next one. I will work my increase, so 2 popcorn stitches into the same space. So I will have 1 popcorn stitch here, so 5 double crochet, close it as we did before, our popcorn stitch, chain 1, always chain 1, and 1 more into the same space because I am working on my increase. So 2 popcorn stitches into the same space. Like so. Again, count 5 down, place the loop, close it and chain 1. So again, as you can see, 2 1 2, the next one will be 1. So all the way around this way. So as you can see, I am nearly at the end of this round 4, and I was working 2 popcorn stitches into this very first space, into the next one only 1, into the next space I was working 2 popcorn stitches, so 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and 1 more here. So always double check. So I am finishing here. I placed my last popcorn stitch, and again I will slip stitch on top of this chain of 3 or inside that space. It's totally up to you. So just slip stitch like so to finish this round 4. And now as you can see, this is our round 1 single crochet, 2 where we were placing 8 popcorn stitches. Round 3 we were working 2 in each space around, so increases all the way around, so 1 2 and 3. And in round 4 we were working increase and 1 popcorn stitch into the next, so 2 1 2 1 2 1 all the way around, like so. So now we have this round 4 completed, where we were doing 2 1 2 1 around. And I want to show you this flower because I made this flower with chunky yarn and bigger hook, and it looks amazing. So you will get bigger flower with less rounds. So I made this one and this one with the same yarn, but this pink one is with DK yarn and smaller hook. So you can experiment and work on your flowers. So I think the chunky yarn you will get, also you will need to use thicker hook and you will get bigger flower. So thinner yarn, thinner hook, smaller flower. So as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds, and I will be making bag with those flowers. So learn how to work on this popcorn stitch flower. So you can work with any yarn and also the recommended hook size, but of course you could experiment. If you want your flower to be more dense, then you can use even smaller hooks for thicker yarn. Just try and see what works the best for you. So now I am going to show you one more round. So we finished here, so I am going to slip stitch into this very first space and chain 3. So again, as we already know, chain of 3 is counting as first double crochet. So into this same space you will place 4 more. So for this round 5 we will work increase and then 1 popcorn stitch into the next 2 spaces. So we will have increase, 1 popcorn stitch into the next space and 1 popcorn stitch into the next space, and again 2. So in this round 5 you will have 2 1 1 2 1 1 all the way around. So for the next round 6 you will have 1 more popcorn stitch between your increases, and that's how we are going to work on your popcorn flower or bag or cushion. Just go big as you like and simply just add 1 more popcorn stitch between your increases for each round, and you can go as big as you like. Just make sure you follow this circle rule. So you have increases and normal stitches in the right places. So I will show you this around 5. So I will work my increase first. So I will have 2 popcorn stitches in this first space, and as we already know, chain of 3 is counting as your first double crochet, so I will add just 4 more double crochet for this first popcorn stitch, like so. Find the third chain, insert your hook and place the loop on your hook like so, pull through and chain 1 and 1 more popcorn stitch into the same space. So I have 2 popcorn stitches here, 1 popcorn into the next space and 1 popcorn into the next space. So increase and 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 for this round 5. So as you can see here, it will look something like this. So I have increase in this first space, 1 popcorn into the next space and 1 popcorn into the next space. So into the next space I will do again increase, and I will work like so all the way around for this round 5. And as I said, you will be simply adding for each round 1 more popcorn stitch between your increases. So for this round 5 we had 1 1. For round 6 will be 2 1 1 1. For round 7 will be 2 1 1 1 1, and so on. So I will leave a little chart as well at the end of this video, so you will see what I am talking about. Now, for example, here I will measure 5.5 inches, but as you can see I used chunky yarn. So when you're using thinner yarn, to get that measurement you will need to work more rounds because you are using thinner yarn and smaller hook. So it's up to you, whatever you decide. If you use thicker yarn, use bigger hook. If you use thinner yarn, use smaller hook, but you could also experiment the way you like. So for example, in round 6 you will have 2 1 1 1, so 3 stitches between your increases. For round 7 you will do 2 1 1 1 1, so 4 stitches between your increases. And for round 8 you will have 2 1 1 1 1 1, so 5 stitches between your increases. And you can work this beautiful popcorn stitch flower in any yarn and any hook and any color. And remember, experiment with your hooks so you can make them tougher or more loose, depends on the hook you are using. And that's it. This is our beautiful popcorn flower finished. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. And please don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching.